All right. Welcome back, everyone. If you are watching this,
We did our
first time
jobs
we
right.
have,
Listening.
We did our jobs
well,
right.
watching because we're also recording on Zoom right now.
Oh, are we gonna upload this?
Yeah,
I planning on it.
Jose's already recording the video.
He's recording video and audio, so this is our first video episode. It might be our last one for a while.
Why? Why?
Because we're not going to be doing it on Zoom every week. It's just
Why?
because
Because
Daniel and I are
nasty.
sick.
Nasty.
I think I had
Oh my
strep throat. I think Daniel might have had the same thing as me because we had similar symptoms. But yeah. What's everybody been doing?
Pretty shitty, right? Obviously. Like I said, I don't think I've ever had strep throat in my life. It kind of fucking sucks, won't lie to you.
I'm just guessing. I think that's what we both had.
I mean, I was looking at the symptoms and I literally check every single box when it comes to strep
Yeah.
throat.
Coronavirus.
Now I have I
Definitely
mean, for the most part, I'm a lot
Okay.
better now. Because I'm not yesterday I was running a fever, but today I feel a lot better, but my throat still hurts. So I've been taking a lot of meds, but nothing's really working right now when it comes to my throat. So we'll see. Yeah, we'll see what happens. But that's just me.
Any-
So
Anyone
all-
got anything else they want to share?
Were all of you sick?
Say what?
Were all of you sick?
No, I wasn't sick.
You weren't sick? Big up, brother. Big up. No, I'm kind of.
The two good immune systems over there.
Way.
Hey, yeah, y'all trash. Let's quit making out to me.
yeah. I mean, shit, dude. I have asthma. I've had some seizures in the past. What else have I had? I don't know. A lot of
Didn't you
fucked
get
up shit.
COVID at one point?
I did get COVID.
Bro, your immune system is an L.
My
It's
immune
been
system
an-
is
dude, it's
such
been
an
a-
L too.
Dude, mine has been an L the day I came out of the womb. So
I
Can't
wouldn't
say the
know.
same.
I'm destined to be immunocompromised.
I mean, Jose,
If I'm not-
immunocompromised?
I'm destined to be immunocompromised if I'm not already, to be honest.
Why?
I'm sick all the time.
That doesn't mean you're immunocompromised. It just means work harder. Top G, let's go.
Drink more alcohol.
Absolutely. Works for me.
There we go. All right. Kind of a slow week, but I think we can jump in with FA Cup because there were a lot of upsets. The magic of the cup, man.
The cup
Just
set?
a run. Yeah, some cup sets. Let's see.
just
I
hit
mean-
on anyone.
Sheffield Wednesday beating Newcastle is pretty huge. Wrexham
Yeah.
moving on is pretty awesome. Stevenage beating Villa is pretty huge. Gotta love the FA Cup, man.
For real.
Newcastle's probably gonna win the Carabao Cup, right?
People are saying United will.
I hope that's the final, or is that the semifinal?
I have no clue, to be honest. Let me check real quick.
Because I think that'll be the final, and that'll be a pretty good final. And I hope Newcastle win.
No, it's Southampton against Newcastle and Nottingham Forest against Manchester United.
Okay, so it'll be United Newcastle then.
I'm hoping for Southampton against Nottingham Forest.
Oh well, same. That's what I'm rooting for. But I'm just
Actually,
being realistic.
I wouldn't mind if Newcastle won a cup. As
I
long
haven't
as
won
No,
a cup
me
in
neither.
forever.
anybody
Me
but
neither.
United.
I'd be yeah.
Anybody but
I'm
Man U, not United.
I'm fine with 3 of the 4 teams winning.
Manchester United haven't won the tournament though in forever.
Yeah, fuck them.
Let's keep it that
No
way.
sympathy. No sympathy for me.
Yeah,
but-
exactly. No
But
sympathy.
neither of you two have won anything in the last.
That's what I'm saying. I have no sympathy for them.
I mean, the way
Cause-
things are looking, Arsenal are going to win the league.
All right, stop jinxing us, please.
Who?
I'm just
Guess
saying.
We
What?
don't need, we
You
don't need
guys
the
are-
jinxing.
I mean,
Unstoppable. Better than the Invincibles.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. What
No,
were you
you're
gonna-
good. I was interrupting.
The only thing I was going to say, the only defining games that Arsenal have, and I guess City have as well, is the fact that we haven't played each other.
Well,
I mean, there's Spurs Arsenal this week.
I was gonna say Spurs could have a big hand in the race. Hey, City United is on Saturday. I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, that's gonna be a good game.
No, it's not. City
It's
gonna-
at 6:30,
Hey.
Daniel. Are
City
you gonna wake
destroy
up?
4-0.
Oh, for sure, dude.
United. You think so?
Yeah,
not
so you're gonna
missing
beat
that.
United 4-0.
I'll wake up.
100%.
I'll try to wake up.
I don't know
for
about
it.
that, bro.
No, 100%, bro.
And
I
they
think
have-
United have a shot, especially because it's at Old Trafford.
there's
United for
nothing.
sure have a shot.
No,
And they
no
have-
chance.
They have Veghorst now, so
Okay.
Score a
Dude,
hat
did
trick.
that go through?
Yeah, it's official.
As a loan, right?
There,
They didn't
That's
buy
a
him.
loan, yeah.
Because
Yeah,
he's
I-
still
I don't
because
know. I'll
he's
remember
on loan from Burnley, isn't he?
No, it's from,
Yes,
it's-
yeah. No, he's on loan from Burnley.
He's
on from Burnley.
at Besiktas on loan from Burnley. So
yeah,
then I
they
guess
took over his loan. Yeah.
now he's loaned again to,
Mhm.
to
Well, Burnley will get promoted.
Brandon and I were looking at the lower league tables the other day because we hadn't been following it very closely. And shit, I shouldn't be able to see my phone. Burnley's in first. Oh, but Sheffield's low-key gaining some ground. But Burnley's in first by 5 points to second place, and then they're 14 points clear of third. So they're pretty much guaranteed to go up.
Right.
Come on, Millwall. By the way,
Fuck no.
Yeah.
Bob.
big up
Millwall.
Millwall.
Who?
Millwall are in
Millwall.
sixth right now. Big up Zerka.
that's what I'm saying, bro. Boo.
Stop, Jose, stop.
We want all of the sidemen to have their teams in the Premier League. Even though Vic doesn't really care.
Yeah, he doesn't.
Arsenal will go down.
Stop.
Well, Ethan's team might actually
Nottingham
go down.
down. West Ham will go down.
West Ham might actually
Leeds
go down.
will go down.
Jose, we're already safe.
Not necessarily.
I mean,
We are already safe.
Ethan or no.
Not to get the point deduction.
And
Don't you
Harry,
just
Toby, and
quit.
JJ are the only ones that support like really good clubs.
We already have 44 points. We're not going to go down.
Harry's
Chelsea,
Harry's technically Chelsea.
No, he's a Chelsea fan. We like him.
Toby's Man United and JJ's Arsenal. And then
Yeah,
the
I
rest
thought-
of them are
I
support
thought
like
Harry was like low-key a Brighton fan.
No,
Oh, boy.
he's just a
No.
banter fan. I mean, for the most part, he's a Chelsea fan, but
He
he'll
kinda
banter
just-
between like
yeah.
City, Real Madrid.
I don't know. I remember that. Never mind. Yeah.
he's a bandwagon. He's a typical bandwagon fan.
But he is a Chelsea
He's
fan.
Daniel.
but What?
He is Daniel.
I am definitely not a bandwagon fan.
When'd you start supporting Manchester City?
10, 11 years ago.
What year was that?
What?
2012.
Isn't that
I was
the
gonna
first time
say,
they won a
does that
title?
make me? Is it possible to bandwagon Spurs?
No, you have
No.
to choose that kind of torture. That's not
Yeah,
something. You...
I chose the torture when I was introduced to Gareth Bale.
Yeah, that's another torture in itself. Oh, you know what?
Speaking of Bale,
Yeah, sad.
Yeah,
He
we-
was
yeah.
retired. Legend, but not the legend he could have been.
for real.
Underrated legend though. He doesn't
Yeah,
get enough appreciation.
He didn't play enough towards the end of his career.
He won 5 Champions Leagues.
He was in 3 of the finals
Okay.
without having to play
I
much.
will say he did win 5 Champions Leagues, but of the 5, he won like
Did he win
3.
5 or did he win 4?
He scored one of the best goals in a Champions League final
that's
ever.
true. Yeah, that's true.
No, he
I'm
was
just
a
saying
clutch
that he
player.
only contributed to 4, and the fourth one was kind of iffy. He didn't contribute to shit in the 5th one.
I mean, you're right.
Did
You're
he make
right.
an appearance though?
I mean, he did, but
By the loss of the game, he's
come on.
champion.
If we,
Also, though, his
and then Rodrigo. There was another winger that they were alternating with, but yeah, they didn't
Vinicius?
need Bale.
his goal against Barcelona in the cup.
Over
is
the red
still my
final?
favorite. That's still my favorite.
Yeah.
That's still my favorite Bale goal. I think more than the Champions League final one. I like that
Oh
goal
no,
more.
dude! The fact that he did that in the Champions League final.
I just think the cup final goal is more of the show of individual skill,
I got 2.
Are you talking about the one where he sped around Jordi Alba?
Yeah.
where he ran
No,
out of
Bar-
bounds, where he
Bar-
ran
Barca.
out of
Yeah,
bounds.
he got
Is that a
fouled.
skill or is that just pace merchant?
Both.
Both strength, pace, and the finish. It's a little bit of everything.
Yeah, and plus on top of that, I mean, it was a foul, but the ref played it on because he outran
He was zooming.
dude.
Yeah. No, I still think the one against Inter Milan is better than that. the one in the
Oh,
Champions League.
whenever he was with Spurs.
Mm.
Yeah, when he
Yeah,
went against
that performance was so sick.
But no, I think his best.
He scored a
goal-
hat trick.
Yeah, he did score a hat trick. You're not wrong. First hat trick, wasn't it?
Yeah, against the champions. They had won the year before.
Yeah, I think I want to say my favorite goal though from Bale is probably either. They're both in the Prem. It was either the one against West Ham, where it was like the final minute, and he hit a top left, like top right shot from outside the box. That was beautiful. And then there was one against Sunderland where he curled it from like 30 yards out. That one was phenomenal. Those were
Yes, I was gonna say he has so many goals that I'm just like I can't pinpoint all the ones you're talking about, but I'm sure they were really good.
no, they're phenomenal.
And to be fair, he stayed in the final for the MLS Cup. He
Yeah, that goal was
scored
sick.
goals too. Yeah,
He
Yeah.
came on and won them essentially because he tied the game when they were down a man, and then
Yeah,
they won in
so-
penalties.
and it wasn't like a cheap goal. Like it was a good goal too. So
Yeah, it was a good goal. Who's more underappreciated among the footballing world? Gareth Bale or Neymar?
Bale,
Neymar.
Bale.
Neymar.
Bale.
they're both underappreciated, but I think I think people just have short memory, and they just I don't know. I feel like and it's kind of deserved, but they kind of glorified Neymar's flaws, which I'm not trying to. Some of it was his fault, but I don't know. Like I feel like Bale had the career that Neymar should have had.
Yeah,
And people just don't give Bale the recognition. Not that he doesn't get any recognition, but he doesn't get as much as he deserves. So
yeah, I
that's
hear
just
you.
what I see it.
See, I disagree. I mean, I agree with what you're saying, but I think Neymar, since moving to Europe or even before that, he's been under the eyes of everybody. Bale kind of was like he came not out of nowhere. We knew he was a good left back. They moved him up to a winger. He was phenomenal. But I think that Neymar, even now, he's what, 31? Gareth Bale was 33. Neymar's doing more than Gareth Bale did for longer than Gareth Bale did. And yet no one wants to accept, and I mean I'm part of that group that, shit talks Neymar, but no one wants to accept that he is a better player than Gareth Bale was for a longer period of time. And it's still
How many Champions Leagues did he win? Just one?
Yeah,
Neymar, yeah, he's just won one. And he also left because he didn't want to be a Messi shadow.
Right.
I mean, Bale had no problem playing alongside Ronaldo, but also Ronaldo, I think, obviously outlasted Bale as well. So I mean, like Bale is underrated. Neymar's not is underappreciated. That would be my opinion.
That's fair.
this whole back and forth with you and Neymar. I was just like,
Listen,
fuck this
listen.
guy.
Listen, I can
Now
say
you're
that
giving
I
him
don't think
appreciation
he's
that he deserves.
I don't think he's maximizing on his talent, and I don't think he's made the best transfers, and I don't think necessarily that every move he's made has been for his football career. But I cannot sit here and say that Neymar is not one of the most talented players that we've ever seen. Is he one of the GOATs? I would probably say not. Probably not even top 5. But is he one of the greats? He's a phenomenal player. He's gonna be remembered in history. He's
Do you
been
think
on the world stage since like 17.
Is he top 5 from this era?
In
Mm.
terms
When
of
you
quality,
say-
yes, but
When I say this era, I mean like the last, let's say, decade.
if you're
No.
talking in terms of quality, I'd say yes. But if you're talking success, probably not.
I think both matter. Like I would factor in both.
No, but like most of the time, people aren't going to factor quality; they're just going to factor success.
Right.
Not
Right.
that, not that he's not successful, but they're going to be on to him about like not winning or not winning enough Champions Leagues, not making the most of his time in Brazil because he should have won more with Brazil. They're not going to really; those type of people aren't going to really factor his like quality
Right.
So if we're going that route of the conversation, I'd say probably not. But if we're going in the route of like quality and success, you can make that argument.
What are we
I don't
saying?
know.
Messi, Ronaldo, Modric.
Benzema, Lewandowski.
Iron Robin. Um, I feel like there's a long list of
I
players
think
before Neymar.
Yeah.
I think trying to I mean, if we think Bale is a better player,
Suarez.
For in the last decade,
Harry
just
Kane.
people that played on the
No,
wings.
doesn't make top 10.
But just for players that played in Neymar and like on the wing like Neymar did, Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, Iron Robin, Frank Ribery, and
Ooh, Ribery. How
yeah.
can we forget?
and there was another left winger. You can make arguments for
Mbappé.
Mbappé. Nah, not yet. He's only been well, he's been there for
He
half
said
a
last
decade.
decade. He said last decade. He's been playing the last decade.
He's been playing the last 5 years.
To 2020.
Well, okay, let me ask you this: who was better in the last decade? Mbappe, Alexis Sanchez, or David Villa?
Mbappe.
Yeah, Mbappe.
No disrespect to those players, but the fact that I answered so quickly, but Mbappe is unbelievable.
He is unbelievable.
And the fact that he's already won a World Cup, scored a hat trick in a World Cup final, like
Yeah, like Sanchez was
Phenomenal.
he was good at Barcelona, unreal at Arsenal, and then after he went to United, he fell off hard.
yeah.
I mean, he did all right at Inter. It was just kind of a shame that they just terminated his contract. Do we even know why he did that?
Wages.
So is he retired or?
No, he plays at Marseille. Got 5 goals and 14 appearances.
Oh, he does?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
not awful.
I should have known that. He played against us
Well,
in the Champions League.
For a 34-year-old, he's pretty good.
Oh no, dude, Ronaldo
They
was
still
getting
have Payet.
out of his ass when he was 34.
No, where is Payet? That's a good question.
Payet,
No, Payet's at Mars, bro.
we were
Payet's at
talking about
Barca, too.
streets won't forget players.
Oh, not
Payet might be
Payet.
the most.
I'm thinking about the Pie, not Payet.
Depay is not at Marseille.
Yeah, he is. He's injured.
Yeah, he is.
Memphis Depay.
No,
Oh, no,
Dimitri
that-
Payet.
He's at Barca.
Yeah,
I thought the
Depay
same
was-
thing.
Somebody
Payet.
did somebody not say Depay?
I said the Pie because I thought
Oh,
that's what we're talking about.
okay. I
Okay,
swear. I
so
heard-
Payet's at Marseille.
Yeah,
Right?
I heard Payet.
Yeah,
and
Payet's on
Payet's
Marseille.
at Marseille,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, I swear I heard somebody say Memphis Depay. I was like, what? When did he move?
Oops. But yeah, I don't know. I think that Neymar is one of those guys that's just he has it harder than anyone else. And I mean, I'm not trying to defend him. He was very big about flopping. You know, you could argue that he's not the most professional or dedicated athlete or to his team or whatever you want. Like, I can get it. I understand that. But just on a talent perspective, that come on, he's phenomenal. Like, there's no one here that wouldn't take Neymar on a team and isn't scared when their team comes up against Neymar.
Oh, absolutely.
Opposed to, or like,
Did you say Neymar has it harder?
I think Neymar is judged harder.
Oh,
Like-
Oh,
So-
100%.
Not necessarily. He doesn't have it harder. I meant in the sense that like everything he does is scrutinized so much more than anyone else. Like the way he walks, the way he breathes, the way he dresses, the way he plays, the way he passes, like everything.
The way he
Scrutinized.
breathes.
I mean, everything is scrutinized to that level. People always have an issue with it. He could score a goal, it wasn't good enough. He could make a good dribble, wasn't good enough. He gets fouled hard, now he's flopping. A lot of those are his fault, but also I think that, you know, we also are much harder on him than anyone else, but maybe that's because so much more was expected of him than anyone else.
He's a
Yeah.
generational talent.
Yeah.
Mhm. Absolutely.
But I also understand why he, you know, was talking about retiring after this World Cup and probably football because, you know, of the mental fatigue. I mean, if it's been happening since 17, that much pressure, I can only imagine. Well, I don't know what you guys think. I know Brandon's not a fan of him.
Neymar?
I love
Yeah.
Neymar.
I think he's whatever. But I don't like how much he flops. Um,
You can say that about a lot of people.
yeah, that's true, but I was like, I was I was listening to another pod about it, and they were like, maybe if he wasn't like, especially in games where they're already up like a lot, if he wasn't like trying to do tricks around players so much, like maybe he wouldn't get injured so often. Because that's another thing, he gets injured a lot because he's showboating.
Well, and it's like, I feel like he like kind of made like players like Anthony the way they are. Because like
And
Anthony and like Richarlison, and I know they're all just Brazilian, but they like they do the showboating thing. Like, remember Richarlison was like doing the keepy ups in the middle of a Spurs game and got tackled, and like Anthony's like been spinning around the ball, and like I know that's kind of like the Brazil. I can't remember that word that they use, but that's like the Brazilian way. But also like Neymar kind of like inspired. I feel like a lot of players to be like that,
He did, but also
which is a good thing or a bad thing. I depends on how you interpret it.
but Neymar's also
I mean, it's
I don't know.
it's good if you want to wind the other team up. It's bad if you're like, because
Disrespect him.
eventually people get tired of that and they'll go in for a hard tackle and you might get injured, which is what
It happened to Richarlison. I mean, he didn't
Yeah.
get injured, but they went in. I can't remember who it was. That it was someone on Nottingham Forest that was mad and went in for a tackle and took him out.
Yeah,
which I don't blame
disrespect
them. So, and if they get injured, then maybe you could make the argument that the player shouldn't be doing that, which is valid, but also like,
Get better.
Get better. Okay.
I say, hey man, if you're losing and the player wants to have some fun, get better.
Yeah, but I don't know. You can make
No,
arguments. You can make
I
arguments
agree
for
with
both
take out the
sides.
ankles.
This shouldn't become the no fun league.
There really is
We're
no
not
fun
saying
league.
it can't be the no fun league. We're saying break ankles. I don't see how's that not fun?
Fair enough.
I'll say the prem is already the no fun league.
Why?
No,
Why?
what's
Because-
the league that's the least fun, that like where like you can't touch anybody without it being foul? I would not say that's the prem.
La
Nah,
Liga,
I'd
yeah.
say it's the prem.
The league is pretty soft.
No, I'd say it's the prem.
The prem
Why-
is up there for sure.
I watched some of these fouls, and I'm like,
Did you think Felix's foul was red?
Yeah.
yes.
Well, he was studs up.
It was a
yeah.
reckless challenge. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here because like even if he was trying to go for the ball, he could have easily cut that dude's knee, leg, ripped something. Like it wouldn't have been good.
You can
Yeah,
see
he
in the video, like whenever they replay it, he was trying to pull out of it, but when you're committed that far into it, like you really can't do much.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, studs are up. Everything like
Yeah.
should be making a challenge at that anyways.
Which sucks, dude, because he actually had a decent debut too, up until that moment.
You guys got moved. Why?
Yeah, Eddie, what did you do?
Why'd you move?
My thing froze, so I had to stop my video and turn it back on.
Oh, okay.
But I guess this is a good way to say yeah, João Felix loaned to Chelsea. That's kind of the biggest transfer thing that's gone down since last time we talked.
What are you
This
talking
is
about?
just a 6-month loan.
Move
Yeah.
back horse was huge.
For about 11 mil plus
Calm
his
down.
wages, which is
Yeah,
insane.
Wout Weghorst, the Harry Potter character, if you know, you know. Also moved to United, but yeah, Felix kind of like this is kind of a big move for him because he's had such high expectations that I feel like if he can play well for Chelsea, he can really get his career back on track and maybe get a big move somewhere. Which I mean, he's not off to a good start considering he's already suspended for 3 games after a straight red card on his debut.
I don't know if you guys saw the game or not, but
to be
Yeah,
fair,
I
he-
watched the highlights.
he played really well.
He was good. He was
he
good.
had
He
a
was
good debut. It's just he made one bad decision.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he looked good.
So
So I'm looking through some transfers right now, and the biggest one I've seen,
João Felix didn't play.
besides that one,
Weghorst don't play.
yes, obviously, besides the ones we've already named, is Mateus Cunha to Wolves from Atletico Madrid for 50 million euros.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, it happened 8 hours ago.
oh,
Who?
fuck.
Pretty new. Mateus Cunha?
I'm
Come on,
kidding.
that could be big for them.
Ooh.
From Wolves, this man
To
50 mil and they're about to
Wolves?
get relegated.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I was gonna say
it's a
they really
travesty. It's a
they need
travesty.
somebody.
I mean, they're only a point behind, so if this makes them a couple points better, good for them.
Somebody who was big for Leeds went on a free. Matthijs Klick went to DC United.
Yeah, I saw
Oh
that.
yeah, I did see that.
Which is a shame because like 2 years ago he was one of the best players in the league.
Yeah, he was sick
Yeah, now look at him.
at DC United.
I mean, it's not bad. It's interesting to see what Wayne Rooney's doing there. Just we'll see if he leaves because wasn't he linked to some job? Not Everton, a different job.
Wayne Rooney's coaching Derby now, isn't he?
Is he back at
Or did-
Derby?
Yeah,
Oh, really?
Or did they let him go?
He
after
was
got-
at Derby and then went to DC United.
I thought he was at DC first.
No, he was at DC
Yeah.
after.
no, he was at DC first
No, he wasn't. You're wrong.
because
Yeah,
the
he
Derby
was.
thing happened last season.
Yeah, because he played at DC United as a player.
Right.
Right.
And then went to Derby as a player coach, then became the coach, and then got either sacked or
look.
left, and now he's at DC United.
no,
I'm
He was
looking right
he-
at DC United's thing right now.
He
Wayne
is
Rooney's the
managing
coach.
DC right now, but he was managing Derby from 2020 to 2022. So we
Yeah,
weren't.
because I'm not arguing you there. Oh, I guess I am arguing. No, yeah, because he was a player, and then he was the player manager. And then
Okay, I
became
just
the
didn't know
manager.
that he. I just didn't know. Okay, for some reason I thought. Okay, I don't know.
The Mudrick
Where-
mill or the Mudrick transfer saga
Oh.
is cracking me up right now.
bro. I don't know what's going on with that. Like that man.
70 mil was the latest offer. Hey Daniel, didn't I get you that hat?
You said what?
Didn't I get you that hat? Was that
Yeah,
the
you did.
Disneyland hat? Yeah.
Now I tell you what, Andres Shedrup, I can't pronounce his name.
What?
Huh?
Shajelderup, Andres Shajelderup. Benfica just signed him, that 18-year-old kid. That dude is gonna be phenomenal.
Who?
Who? He's a Norwegian.
Let me just pull up Fabrizio Romano's Twitter.
Jose,
Shelderup.
you don't want to talk about Benoit Badiashile, Badiashile. I don't even know how to say his name. He's
Oh,
from
but it-
Monaco.
Benishaya.
Ben Nasser signs new contract with
I mean-
Milan.
I think it's a good move. I mean, they're bringing in younger defenders, so that's always good because our defensive line has been aging for a long time, and we need someone to replace Rudiger. And so I think it's been a good transfer. We need a right back. We need to let Aspie go. There was talks that we were going to steal Pedro. What's his name? Pedro Porro from.
Yeah, I saw that.
yeah. I
saw-
heard that we were Poro as a smokescreen for a bigger right back.
whatever you want to say, Eddie. Whatever you want to do.
That is an actual report that I saw,
We were
but yeah, I
just
don't
trying
believe
to
that.
mislead them to think he was good, and we were going to sneak in for a cheaper deal.
By the way, if anybody has a sore throat,
Hey, we ain't sponsored.
Hey.
Put that down.
no, I'm just saying,
Put it down.
don't-
Let them die. Put it down.
Oh my lord!
I'm just no. I'm saying it's not even a sponsor. I'm saying don't use this,
Yeah. Unless you pay us, then we'll use you.
dude. Like,
Well, yeah.
the thing this thing's done is just numb my fucking tongue.
Number your what?
My tongue.
Tongue. Okay. Yeah. Did y'all hear
What
what
is
I
going
heard?
on?
Did you guys hear what I heard?
No,
No,
Okay.
I
I
heard
don't want to know
tongue.
what you heard.
You don't. We'll just leave it at that. But no, I think the transfers have been okay at Chelsea. I mean, for this window, anyways, they've been all right. Besides the red card today for João Felix, but
Yeah, I was gonna say they haven't really been paying dividends yet, but
well, Benisha hasn't played yet.
they have a 1-0 loss to City, followed up by a 4-0 loss to City, followed up
Well,
by a 2-1
okay,
loss to
but
Fulham.
we have a lot more problems than just these two players. We need to gut the whole team. Like, I still think Kepa can be great, and he's been really good. He had a shaky game today against Fulham.
What about Mendy?
Mendy, again, can be really good. But I'm treating Mendy the same way I treated Kepa, which was you made a lot of mistakes. You need to take some time away from the first team. Plus he's one of the ones that were injured. But that whole midfield needs to go through, and they need more. We need more offensive reinforcements that are going to up the quality. I mean, you already saw João Felix took out every left-sided winger we had by miles. He was better than all of them. Phenomenal. He's world class. And I think he will fit really well in our system once he plays. But I do not agree with the $11 million loan move. I think it's a waste.
Todd Bowley, man.
Well, I wouldn't be mad at it if we could negotiate the cost of how if we had an option to buy or an obligation to buy. I feel like we probably could have gotten him cheaper. If he does do really well, which it looks like he's going to take the Prem really easily, he's going to probably cost us, if we want him permanently, a lot of money. They're probably going to try to get upwards to 90 mil for him and try to get back some of that 120.
Because it'll probably be more than that because he, on top of him signing that deal with Chelsea, he also renewed his contract with Atletico as well.
Yeah, but I don't know what the buyout clause is in that contract. I haven't done any research on it. But I think Atletico know that unless this kid walks out with 10 goals and 15 assists in 4 months, no one's paying the buyout clause. They're going to have to negotiate for a lower price. They're just going to have to accept a lower price.
I don't know. We'll see. I just don't think he'll move anytime soon just because he just resigned that new deal with Atletico and he's gonna play well, it's evident. But and on top of that, his wages, or not his wages, but his transfer fee is just gonna go through the roof. So I mean it's exactly like what you said. So.
If he performs well, yes. But I don't know. I think it's a poor business deal on our end. We're spending a lot of money on a temporary fix when we could have gone for a cheaper option that may not be as good, but pretty fucking good.
I think it's just because you guys are desperate because it's 9 injuries?
10.
10. You guys are, I mean, and then most of your attacking options are out and they're sidelined
and even if they were in,
they're not a great forward.
They're not performing well.
Yeah. So yeah, Chelsea are just in a really bad spot. So and then the other thing that's ridiculous to me is that people are already saying that Graham Potter needs to get sacked. I'm like, y'all need to chill.
Well, not just that. They were singing Roman Abramovich's name in the stands, and
I heard
they
that.
were singing for Thomas Tuchel back.
I didn't hear that, but one of the commentators, they mentioned that in the
Thomas Tuchel's going to coach England.
Seems like a
Is
waste.
he going to, or he's speculating?
That's just a rumor I saw somewhere.
I was listening to one of Mexico's old head coaches, Miguel Herrera, and
2 minutes by the way, guys.
that I know, I see it, and he was saying that not once in the history of the World Cup has a winning nation had a coach from a different nationality. Every team that's ever won it has had a coach from that nation leading the way.
That's interesting.
I mean,
that makes sense.
I mean, his reasoning made a lot of sense. It was there are great coaches everywhere, but it's different when you coach your nation because, you can see it. If you fail, if you win, if you make it far, everything, you can feel the emotion when you get back home. You can see it. He was like, but for other people, if you coach, it's like me coaching Norway. If I coached Norway and then I failed, I just utterly failed. I can come back here, not give a fuck about what Norway say, but I don't know the turmoil I put them through. Vice versa, if you were to coach the United States, Eddie, or I was to coach Mexico, it would mean a lot more to us, and we want to succeed.
Right.
That'd be 5 hours.
We're recording. Brandon, are you even dedicated to the podcast?
Yeah.
Yes.
Then we're
League
going
meeting.
all night.
All right. This is an extremely what?
I was just gonna say before we go on to transfers, on a related note to international, Roberto Martinez, bro. He He once again cheated the fucking system.
Oh, Portugal.
Yeah, he got Belgium somehow, had one of the best international teams, failed miserably, and now probably has, I wouldn't say the best, but he definitely has a unit that he could work with for the next 5, 6, 7 years.
We'll have to see how he does.
How
I don't know with Jose Mourinho.
didn't Jose Mourinho? Oh no, that was just a rumor.
They probably didn't want him to coach both Roma and Portugal. They probably wanted him to pick
So
Portugal.
just be like, quit Roma.
No, he likes Roma. I
Dude.
I think he loves Italy. I think Italy has treated him well every time he's been there.
I mean, he's only been there twice with Inter Milan and then now Roma, but
And at Roma,
both times he's had a lot like a fucking wonder story both times. So
and he's getting time at Roma, which is not something he gets anywhere else.
From Chelsea.
also, I mean, plus I think he's just probably highly respected because in his first season he had a decent transfer window. He took your guys is like arguably your best striker at the time.
Tammy
You
Abraham.
know who?
Judas? Yeah, I know.
Judas.
Eddie gets the reference.
Oh, Judas the Black Messiah. Yeah, took me a second. But
Why
yeah,
it's gotta
it
be
took
black?
anyways, just how did I mean, yeah, he's just very well respected. But I don't think I think this is the reason why, because I think he said something about how he wanted to do a part-time managerial role. And
Yeah,
I'm
he-
pretty sure Portugal wanted him like all in.
Yeah,
If it wasn't all in, get
Yeah.
someone else.
because he wants to stay Roma.
And that someone else happened to be fucking Roberto Martinez, bro.
Well, Roberto Martinez can't get a job in league football, so he is all in for Portugal.
I don't, dude, he must have an amazing agent. Or he must be really good at just talking to that board, because what the fuck?
Maybe he has something on literally everybody. He's able to blackmail everybody.
Oh my god.
Arena.
Yeah.
I take Bruno. I'll take Bruno Lage.
Yeah, I was gonna say Portugal should have took Bruno Lage.
He was good.
Maybe Belgium will.
And he is Portuguese. So
US.
Did you not
Yeah,
just hear
but-
what I said? No,
Based-
no.
based off what one of you who said it, like nobody's who's managed a different country that's outside of their nation has
Oh,
managed it.
Jose said that.
Yeah, like I wouldn't want Bruno Lage at the US. I want an American.
Technically, he didn't say that.
Honestly-
Miguel Herrera said that.
Yeah, but I quoted him. Miguel Herrera, Jose Paredes.
Okay.
No, I mean,
What was
I
Wayne
personally,
Gretzky, Michael Scott.
Michael Scott.
I personally wouldn't want if Mexico ever won a World Cup for it to not be a Mexican manager. I personally wouldn't. Give me that Mexican manager.
I mean, low key same.
Like, it's cool if it wins, but it's like could have been one of us though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you.
But I mean, it is what it is. But transfers, Eddie, let's do it.
Oh yeah, okay. This is really interesting. This would be massive. Newcastle United are reportedly set to make an 82 million euro bid to sign Lazio midfielder Sergei Milinkovic-Savic.
Oh my fuck.
With the
That's a-
Serbian international tip to leave Italy this January. According to Tutto Mercato Web, the Magpies are ready to make a club record offer to sign the 27-year-old superstar.
Bruh.
Well, he is better than what's his face in the midfield. Not John Joe Shelby. John Joe Shelby's class.
Also, Fabrizio Romano has also apparently reported the same thing, so it's probably a real rumor.
Who?
In the winter?
Calm down. With is apparently tipped to leave Italy this January.
That's insane. That's a huge
60 million euros up front, followed by 22 in add-ons.
That's a
That's a huge
huge
number
transfer
for
if that actually.
winter signing.
That they would guarantee top four with that move. Like, if there even is any doubt right now, which there probably isn't, that would put any doubt to bed.
Yeah, they're sick.
Apparently, Newcastle United also sent a message to us about Harry Kane.
Oh my gosh.
and apparently we just said no and like didn't even like give them the time of day.
They want
They're
wait,
like
so
they're like
they
200 mil for Harry Kane.
they want
I would take that in a heartbeat.
bro, they want Harry Kane, Isak, Wood.
Fucking what's his name just got arrested. Did you see
Hey,
that? I think Joe
Wood's
Linton
not
got
good, though.
arrested.
Joe Lindsay got arrested?
Yeah, for drunk driving.
Nico Lloris Kings.
Yeah, I was gonna say add him to the list.
Prison
Prison
FC,
FC.
your newest signing.
It was either Joe Linton or Willock. I can't remember.
Well, if
It
it's
was
Willock,
definitely a Newcastle
Willock's
player?
trash. Willock's
Hey, I
trash.
know for a fact it
Willock's
was a
not trash for
Newcastle player.
Newcastle.
He's not good enough for anyone else.
Let me go see if I can find it. But yeah, Milinkovic Savic to Newcastle would be insane.
I definitely think he would take Joseph Willock's spot. And Matty
Yeah, it was
Longstaff's
Joe
spot.
Linton has been charged with drink driving. He was arrested at 1:20 after police pulled him over. He has now been charged and is due to appear at Newcastle's court on January 26th.
He's gonna pay the face.
He's just
He's-
gonna be like, I'm a footballer.
Yeah, he'll
And
just
they're like,
pay it
"You
off
right."
and be like, whatever. So it'll
That's
be no
ridiculous.
big deal, I feel like, but just thought I'd bring that up.
It's a shame.
Imagine he has to appear in court during one of the games.
What day was it?
It happened last night.
No, I mean, what day
Oh,
is
what day is the
what day is
court
the
date?
court fee?
Oh, January 26th.
No. They made sure he'll be there for Southampton. They made sure he'll be there for Southampton,
Dang it.
and then be back in time, and then
He'll be
ready
back in
for
time. Yeah.
Southampton again at home. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Be
he'll
fine.
be good to go.
They were like,
yeah.
"Don't worry, we got you. You gonna
Newcastle, I think next summer are probably going to have an insane window.
I mean, they've been having
I know, but I mean like massive window.
they signed Messi,
No, Neymar.
Mbappe.
Who could
They
they?
signed Vinicius.
Who could they sign that would be good? I think they need someone that's better than what's his face?
I was watching Pitch Side, and one of their producers is a Newcastle fan,
Maximin.
or like their main producer is a Newcastle fan.
He is, yeah.
And he was saying how like the reason they got knocked out of the FA Cup is because their squad depth isn't there. And they played like their second team against Sheffield Wednesday. And even Sheffield Wednesday made their second team look bad. So he was like, we need to have it to where like Fabian Schär is like our second best or like defender, where like we have better defender than him. And we need to make sure we have like we bring guys like Willock off the bench.
Eddie, you froze.
He died. Oh no, Eddie!
And he's like a club, but here yet. And I feel like
Eddie, you died. You died.
You froze.
I died.
Yeah, you died.
froze.
Can you just repeat what you were saying about from what's his name coming
Joe
off the
Willock?
bench? Willock coming off. the bench.
Yeah, I mean, he was just saying like
Need more depth.
that's what he's that get more depth basically is what I don't know his name off the top of my head, but Pitchside's producer was saying that.
They
Dude,
could sign Rafael Leao.
Oh,
Low
definitely have the money,
key.
bro.
Yeah, they've got the funds.
he
They've got
would
the
be-
facilities.
He's
What
definitely
is
better
it
than
that
St.
they got?
Maximum.
What is their club worth? Like 258 billion or some shit like that?
Well, no,
Something like that.
They're the person who owns them is worth like
Like
multiple
two-
billion.
They're worth multiple billions. The club I think is worth 1.3 or 2.3 bill. They went from 300 mil to like they went from 300 mil to
That's not-
3.3 bill.
That's
They
not true
found-
because they're the richest club. But yeah, they were because we were the richest club at one point, and then after they got bought by the Saudis,
Let's fact check it.
they like skyrocketed.
Looking
And
at it
then
right
and
now.
I think we're like second, but we're not even close.
I like a Dallas trying to be humble, like, yeah, we're not that rich, guys.
I'm just saying.
We're
that's what I-
Talk
second
about how
most
much
rich.
your owners are worth.
Newcastle United. The Saudi Arabia Public Fund investment is worth $320 billion.
Okay.
And then
So that's their
36
owners that are
million.
worth
Yeah.
320 billion. But how much is the club itself worth?
I'm looking at that right now.
That's probably what
400,
it is.
415 million for the club.
That's it.
Yeah. Well,
Oh,
that was what was paid to Mike Ashley.
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's look up
Now they're probably worth at least $1 billion.
I remember someone saying it was like 3.3.
Well, follow
All
on
I-
Instagram
All I
back
keep
whenever they got
I,
bought.
I don't know if they'd be worth 3.3 billion because I'm pretty sure Arsenal's only worth 1.8.
well, they pumped like 3 billion in there. I remember them talking about because they had a graph of like how much that company spends, like how much the Saudi investment fund like spends. And so you'll see monthly, like when it dips, and they use a lot. They said that there was no dip when they dropped the 3 bill on Newcastle. It was just still a straight fucking line. They didn't lose a dime. That's crazy. Everything combined, it looks like they're worth about $620 billion according to Sports Illustrated.
What?
That was 4 days ago.
Yeah, that's that.
No,
That's
no,
what I
but that's not just what Newcastle's worth. That's what
the
all of their
did,
owners
yeah,
and everything combined is worth.
right.
Newcastle itself with the stadium and everything's probably worth 600 mil, 700 mil.
That was the thing that I saw
Oh.
on Instagram because on Instagram it was like that number that I saw, and then the second club was City, and with everything, including like the owners and all that stuff, we were like 25 million or some shit like that, and we were second, so they fucking blew us out of the water. But yeah, sorry, I
It's-
don't
holy
even know
shit.
why I brought that up, but
It's not even
yeah.
close though. It says here
know,
that,
it's not
that
close at all.
Sheikh Mansour owned approximately is about $23 billion.
Yeah.
Saudi Arabia, the Saudi Arabia Public Fund was the 320 bill, bro.
I know it's
Who's
not
third?
even close.
Who's third on the list?
It was Roman Abramovich. Now it looks like it's Stan Kroenke. Low
Damn,
key,
really?
it might. This is a little bit of an outdated list, but it low key might be Tom
Stan.
Bowley now.
Stan the man.
Stan the man. That's
LA
crazy,
Rams.
bro.
LA Rams a Super Bowl, baby.
That's crazy. This is as a
Nerd
August-
clusters are so fucking good.
Nerd clusters. Yeah, Tom Bowley's number 3.
It looks like it looks like
10.9
DNA.
bill.
It looks like those little things from I don't know if you guys seen Jimmy Neutron.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
remember what they're called, but yeah,
Osmosis
Fine.
Jones type beat.
Eddie, hit us with another transfer rumor.
Oh shit. Fuck. All right. Let me go back to that page I was on. Where'd it go?
You weren't
Okay.
prepared? You didn't.
No, I'm sorry.
Hey,
No,
you-
shut up. I'm good. Let's go there. All right, we're back. We're back.
Oh, he's back in business, boys.
Okay. Oh yeah, fucking Danilo is going somewhere. I can't remember where he's going. But
Juventus right back?
I think so.
Or the striker from PSV.
No, not the striker from PSV. But that one's, let me just move on from that. What do we got here? Dead air. Oh yeah, Spurs are trying to sign Trossard from Brighton.
Ooh.
Can't beat him, join him.
Exactly.
Isn't
Scores
he-
against us. Scores against us every fucking time.
Doesn't he only have like 6 months left on his contract?
I have no idea. I saw Arsenal were like putting out feelers for Osman.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wolves are trying to sign Pablo Sarabia.
Of course they are.
What does that mean?
They're trying to save their season any way they can.
I remember when he was
Arsenal?
good. He's already 30. Jesus.
Sometimes
No,
you just
Wolves.
sometimes you just gotta die, you know what I mean?
Speaking of deaths,
What the
you guys
fuck?
hear about? I can't remember her name, but she just passed away today.
Elvis's
Presley.
daughter.
Yeah,
Elvis's only child. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lisa Presley, I think.
something like that.
Was she
Rest in
bad?
peace.
I didn't know she
Oh my
was
god!
relevant. So
Oh my god!
what?
I mean, this is getting cut out anyways, but Jose was like, I was talking about how she died and everything, and he goes, "Is she bad?" I was like, bruh. Okay, sorry. We're going back. Okay, we're cutting all that out. Okay.
Yeah, no,
Right,
it's heartbreaking. I mean, it's his only daughter, right? His only child.
Yeah, that's his only bloodline left. The
I
Presley
don't know how
line
she
is
passed, but I
gone.
saw it on Instagram.
I
And
mean,
I was like, damn,
this
that's
is
really
probably
sad.
the wrong time to say this,
Does she have
but
any
I think
kids?
Elvis's music is kind of overrated.
To be honest, I couldn't really. I've never listened to Elvis Presley's music at all until I went to go watch Elvis.
I understand what he did for music and that he is like
Yeah, same.
extremely
Um,
influential, and I get that, but I mean, there's a handful of songs that I like. Like "Can't Help Falling in Love with You" is so fucking good.
That is a good song. That is a phenomenal
Yes,
song.
Brandon, speak, son.
apparently, according to journalist Rooney Galetti, it's reported that Arsenal have come to an agreement over the transfer of Mudryk for
Oh.
between 85 and 90 million.
Ooh, that steep. Is that
I
like when
know.
did that break? Do I need to play the breaking news sound?
Yeah.
It was like 2 hours ago.
Oh, if it was
No.
like 2 minutes ago, I would have played the breaking news sound.
One day ago. Apparently, it's not Fabrizio Romano, so
Yeah, so who knows if it's real? There's like him, and there's like a couple other guys where I trust what they say. I
Oh,
can't
do
think
you?
of their
Do you know?
as far as transfers go. I can't think of their names right now.
Do
Let
you
me see if I
know?
can find anything.
I feel like the deadline is like it's kind of been like slower than I thought, but then again, it is a January window, so you can't really expect that much.
I don't.
No.
I thought this window might pop off just because it was right after the World.
Premier
No.
League Giants interested in Kyle Walker Peters. Who is this?
No, I think people
Spurs.
finally learned that like
We should have never let him go, dude. Oh, Manchester United. Ugh.
Kyle Walker Peters.
Yeah, he's so good.
That would be a really
No,
good signing for them.
I think we need to let him go in order for him to reach his full
Potential.
potential. Yeah,
Doesn't that suck?
it does. It always hurts. It's like Marcus Edwards.
I mean, it just happens. Like, I mean, it doesn't. It's not always the right.
That's how I
fit.
feel. That's how I feel. Oliver Skip is going to be too. He has not looked very good for
Oliver
us.
Skit, Troy Parrott. Like, it's a shame. You know, they're not
Gareth Bale.
bad. They just no. Gareth Bale could have hit the potential. He just he
Gareth
learned-
Bale already did hit the potential. He just never won.
No.
Actually,
he
that's
knew-
not true. He was on the team that won the Carabao Cup.
Yeah,
I was gonna say they won the domestic cup.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
he knew what Spurs were before Spurs knew what they were.
It sucks, but you're right.
I don't want to be rude, but like
No, you're right. That's why I said you're right. I hate to say it, but you're right.
imagine.
Thank goodness Harry Kane never realized what we were.
So
Doesn't say.
after hold on a second. After Fabrizio Romano broke news about Mudryk possibly going to Arsenal like 7 hours ago, like Arsenal submitted a new bid. Mudryk put this on his story.
Yeah, I saw that.
Ooh.
He wants it to happen so bad.
Yeah, he
I
does.
just read an article too because he said something about how he reiterated how he wanted. I just saw it on Foot Mob.
Sponsor us, Foot Mob.
That's what I'm saying. But yeah, I saw an article on Foot Mob just a second ago how he reiterated his desire to go to Arsenal when he went back to training to go to Shakhtar. Because I guess him and his representative went to London for a meeting.
Yeah, he wants this move bad.
Yeah. I don't blame him, bro. Especially right now how Arsenal are looking. Like they're looking
Tasty.
yeah, I mean, you guys are killing it right now.
I'm just not all about the 85 to 90 million for him.
No, and that's understandable. That's totally understandable. But
Like we don't need another Pepe situation.
where is he now? I know he got loaned out, but where did he go?
I'm not even sure he did get loaned out.
I thought he did.
What's
Man City ready to beat rivals Liverpool and Real Madrid in the race for Jude Bellingham over the summer.
We don't
oh
unless we get rid of one of our midfielders, we don't need Jude Bellingham. I'm totally happy with my midfielders right now.
It says they're willing to wait on whether Silva or Gundogan are set to stay,
he's at Nice right now.
according to ESPN.
Hold on, going back to Pepe. Is he at Nice on loan?
Yeah, he's on loan.
That's what I thought.
And they're delaying their decision to sign him permanently, which means they don't even know if he's worth it.
Jesus. Talk about dead weight.
Yeah.
Which sucks too, dude, because he was so good this first time around in Liga.
Yeah.
But going back to
Uh,
the Jude Bellingham situation, is that what you're talking about? Was that the last thing that you said, Eddie?
I just saw, yeah. This was from 6 days ago from ESPN that City are trying to beat out Liverpool and Madrid over the summer, and that they're gonna wait, but they're willing to wait on whether Silva and Gundogan are staying or not.
I mean, not that I'm opposed to getting Jude Bellingham, but I'm happy with our midfielder right now. Like, obviously, the only person I would realistically see us getting rid of is Gundogan because he's older, but I don't even want to lose him, dude. He's been so good for us, especially the last few seasons. And yeah, I know like not that would be an issue, but like I don't really want us to spend like 150 million on a midfielder.
I was gonna say this says yeah, it would demand a fee of over 100 million plus hefty add-ons.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be close to 200 million to be honest with you. And I
What
don't
was
even
it?
want
I
that.
can't. I saw a list somewhere that said Earth stats or a thing that said like based on just like transfer market and like the movements of players and stuff that Jude Bellingham is the highest valued player in the world.
I don't doubt it. He's also
And
the
I'm like
most.
over Mbappe or Holland. And I know Holland just made a move, so his value isn't as high as it was, but I feel like Mbappe should be the highest valued player in the world.
Let me ask you
Yeah,
this,
man.
Eddie.
But
Scored
I
a
understand why
freaking World Cup
why
hat-trick.
Jude. What?
Let me
I
ask you
said, man
this.
just scored a World Cup final hat trick, and he's not worth more than Jude.
Jude is good, but is he Holland good? I don't know.
It's because he's
I know
young.
two completely different positions, but
He's young. He's tight. That's all it is.
Okay.
Tell me I'm wrong. What's the difference between Mbappe and Jude?
Between Mbappe
someone
and Jude,
scored a hat trick in the World Cup final and the other one didn't.
No. What's the difference between them?
one's a
Someone's won a
midfielder,
World
It's like
Cup and the
it's
other
like
one
a
hasn't.
five-year
one's a
age
midfielder,
gap, guys. It's a 5-year age
one's a
gap.
forward.
That's
Yeah,
what
no,
it
he's
is.
19.
4-year
You're
age
acting
gap.
like Mbappe is like 40.
In the eyes of football, Mbappe no longer is a little star boy.
Oh, he's 24.
Yeah, I know. I'm
He's
aware
my
of that.
age.
That old.
I'm aware
He's
of
our
that.
age, Daniel.
They're not buying the player for 150. They're buying potential.
Well, don't believe me. Don't waste your money on potential. It's not worth it.
I know you know.
We
We
wasted it on
Arsenal and
Pepe.
Chelsea are kind of bad at that.
You
It's
said
hit or
what?
miss with both of
Wasted
those
it on
clubs.
Pepe.
Well, Pepe was also not a young spring chicken.
He was 22, I think.
Would y'all buy it?
No potential.
Yes.
Just
I
What do
thought
you
it was
mean
like
no
24
No
you would
potential
buy.
at
no,
22.
just good. Just good. Just good. Hey, listen, Eddie straight up said if you're not playing week in, week out your best football like 24, you're not good enough.
Yeah, but 22 is not 24
Might as well be. And that's the football.
in the eyes of football.
I mean, at this point, like, yeah, he's a better investment. Dude's 19. Not that Mbappe isn't a good investment because he's 24. You'll sell
I
him.
guess, yeah, I guess it's technically a better investment, but I also think it's not.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm not disagreeing with you guys. I'm just stating why.
Just look at what Mbappe's
No, we
already
know-
done
we
and
know
already
this.
accomplished.
We said why, but it wasn't like we were genuinely wondering why. It was like more of a rhetorical why.
Yeah,
Was
it's
it?
more of a
Was it?
rhetorical. Yeah,
It
He was
definitely
23
was.
when we signed him. So
Oh,
Pepe was 23 when y'all signed him.
look
Yeah.
at that. The way he reacted. Bless you.
Where
Bless
did
you.
4 years go from? Like, where did? Oh, because you got it was
Under
during
Emery.
the Emery saga. I forgot
Yeah.
about that. That felt
absolute
so.
awful saga.
That really didn't feel long ago.
But so since we're speaking about transfers and transfer fees, what do you guys think should be the highest any team should ever pay for any player?
100 million.
To be honest, this is just my opinion.
wait, what was the question?
What should be the highest amount a team should ever pay for a player?
In my
Sorry,
opinion,
Daniel, go ahead.
I just think it's and it's just my opinion, and maybe I'm not looking at it in the right perspective and the right angle, but I think it's kind of ridiculous that a person is worth like 200 million or more than that. Like, I think that's kind of ridiculous to me.
Well, it's
Like, I
not
get,
just
like, I understand, like, they're talented. Like, some players are really talented or they're just really good investments. But the fact that, like, we're even talking about, like, like that kind of number to that degree, to me, that's just like really
but it
ridiculous.
also has to do with the money they're going to bring in on jersey sales and
No,
apparel
and
sales.
I understand that, but
So
I'm
like
looking
you
at
said,
it
it's
from,
like it's more like acquiring an asset rather than a
I'm
player.
just looking at it more from like a human perspective, and the fact that a human's worth that much based off their like physical, maybe like I said, maybe I'm just not looking at it in the right perspective, but I just think it's kind of ridiculous that a person's worth.
No, I hear you.
But I guess going back to your question, Jose, I think like realistically, a transfer, nothing more than 100 million. I guess a little bit over is a little over 100 million. I guess.
I was going to say 150.
But yeah, if we're going, I think 150 is ridiculous.
For Declan
Anything,
Rice, maybe.
anything, oh my gosh, anything beyond like 120 million is probably pushing it. That's just me.
There are only two players I think that have ever been worth 120 mil.
Ronaldo and Messi.
Yes. That's it.
What about Holland right
No.
now? What
Holland
about
right now?
Mbappe? What about
Mbappe
Mbappe right now?
Mbappe right now? If it was based on transfer fees that weren't inflated
Mbappe right
and
now,
weren't crazy,
119.
no, Mbappe right now,
119.
119,000 or 119,999,999 dollars.
I froze again. Fuck.
No, you're fine. He died.
There we go. We're back.
No, I think if you were to ask me how much say would be worth if Lionel Messi and Ronaldo are worth 120.
We have 10 minutes left, by the way.
Yeah, I know, I see it. 80.
I keep fucking freezing. Okay, there we go.
I think they're both worth 80.
Mbappe and Holland?
I think they're both worth $1.
Are they?
No human is worth more than another human.
There you go.
But yeah, that's my only question. I feel like transfers have gotten like
Overinflated
insane
for sure.
in the last couple of years to a drastic amount.
That's what I was saying. So
I kind of like
looking
this
at it-
episode.
I wasn't looking at it from like a business perspective. I was looking at it from like a human perspective. Like I know it's kind of hard to like because I know at the end of the day each club is like their own business, and I understand that. But the fact that a player is worth like 150 million plus is just so ridiculous to me.
I agree. Now let me ask you this, Daniel, from a business point of view. Do you think that equal pay doesn't matter how good you are, whatever, in your current work, where you current work, your workplace currently? Do you
My
think
workplace?
yeah, your current workplace right now, just if everyone got paid the exact same, the
Okay.
exact same across the
hell
board.
no.
Shut
No,
up.
because I mean, there's just some people who don't do, and I know what you're trying to say, but like,
Yeah,
and I agree with that because some people at work don't do shit,
yeah.
or they
Well,
don't.
and
do
there's
enough.
people, and then there are your quote unquote superstars at work.
Like I
They're
said,
phenomenal.
I understand it's a business, and some people deserve that pay, but
And if they
Oh, no,
deserve that
it doesn't-
pay, you have to look at it because unlike transfer fees, they're paying you more money because you're worth more to them.
like I
Because
said,
you do more for them and you
Like I
bring
said.
in more business.
like I said, I understand it's a business. Like this whole, the whole sport, not just football, but
The
every
sporting
other
in
sport
general.
is they're all a business, and that's fine. But and that also is true. Like some players are worth more because they provide more, but I don't know. I don't think athletes should be getting paid as much as they should.
Oh,
Like
well,
Ronaldo
that's a
getting
whole
paid.
that's a
Ronaldo
whole
getting paid,
different
like-
story.
yeah.
That's like a I fully agree with that.
I think they deserve more than
certain people in certain career fields should be making more than athletes, actors, anyone.
For sure. And the fact that these athletes like Ronaldo,
Teachers,
what is it like?
especially,
200
should be
mil-
making
like,
more.
like close to 200 million a year, and that's just off the club alone. Like that's fucking stupid.
And I know it's because sports generate like
a lot of
probably
revenue.
the most revenue in
The
maybe
world.
in the world.
No, drugs are up there.
Well, isn't the casino industry is the most profitable industry in the world?
I believe that.
But that it goes hand in hand with sports betting, which is a very profitable industry. But I mean, yeah, I think I get that it's profitable and that players can make a lot of money and that they bring in a lot of money themselves, but we're acting like doctors and nurses and teachers and people like that shouldn't be making more than them.
Should they?
Come on. Let's not get into this. We can get into this we can get into this another time off the podcast.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I agree.
But that was just my own tangent. But I do agree with you, like in the sense that some players provide more, both in quality as well as just like I don't know what the right word is, but it's like Ronaldo, like the superstar, like this. I know it's Ronaldo, but like players like him who just bring so much revenue for just being at a club.
Yeah, because they are people naturally gravitate towards them because
Right.
of what they do on the field. Yeah, they're just an attraction.
So-
They're a commodity. He's a commodity.
Yeah. So I do agree with what you said that some people should be getting paid more than others, but
That was it. That was just an example of being like, everyone's the same. I mean, yes, everyone is the same on a non-business level, but on a business level,
right.
people think about things differently.
I'm not naive. I know at the end of the day, like the sport is the business. So
I'm sad about that.
I am too. Because when money gets involved in anything, it kind of ruins a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, if sports like this could just be free and fun, and then obviously it'd be different, but that's just never the case.
And that's not the case. It's the case for every sport. So
Yeah, exactly. But all right, well, we can kind of wind down here. I liked this podcast. I don't know about
Yeah, it
you
was a good
guys.
one.
It was very all over the place, but I thought it was good.
I mean, we didn't even know if we were going to record tonight. We just kind of threw this together last
Yeah,
night.
that's true.
Brandon, you sound a lot better now. All of a sudden,
He took his headphones out.
That's because my headphones died, so now I'm using my laptop audio.
to be honest, you
sound
sound
good.
the exact same.
Shut
But
up, Daniel.
no,
No,
he's
I'm
less.
kidding.
He's
I'm
less muffled.
I'm kidding,
He's
I'm
less
kidding, I'm
muffled.
kidding.
He's less muffled.
I should have used my laptop the whole time then.
it's just in my opinion, you sound the same.
I try to
I
tell
mean,
you.
I can still understand what you're saying. It just sounds the same to me.
Yeah, I can
Um,
understand it, but yeah, you
Do we
just,
want to preview the upcoming matches real quick, just for our teams?
You got 2 minutes.
Yeah, we have 2 minutes. Let's do it.
Chelsea against Crystal Palace. 1-1 draw.
Crystal Palace 2-1.
Maybe.
1-1.
Probably.
I like 1-1.
1-1 for us.
No,
What's your name? I'm
3-1
sorry.
3-1 Spurs. 3-1 Spurs. 3-1 Spurs.
I'm just gonna say 5-2 Arsenal.
Okay,
That's fine.
chill
That's
out.
fine.
Even though that's realistic, chill. I would say 2-0, maybe 3-1 to Arsenal.
For Arsenal playing?
Us.
Spurs.
3-1 us.
4-4 all.
Oh jeez.
I love a
my
thriller. I love
I mean,
a
Kane
thriller.
had-
I mean, Kane always scores against
Yeah,
Arsenal.
he
So you
does
can
always
just
score
you can
against us.
count him for a goal.
I'm always. in
I'm
there.
saying this might surprise people. City United 2-2.
I think United might come away with a win.
Nah,
I'm saying 2-1. 2-1 United.
4-0 to who,
United,
bro?
I hate saying that, but I
4-0
4-0 to
City.
Manchester City. Yeah.
Daniel.
I don't know about 4-0, but I would say 3-1 to City.
it's like I don't know about 4-0, but 3-0.
Daniel, me and Daniel both predicted the same scores for our
I-
clubs. I
I
like
just
that.
don't. I as much as I would love to demolish United, I just don't think
I mean, 3-1
think
is,
we'll
is
have that
taking
game.
care of business.
No, I think Pep Guardiola will outsmart.
We don't have time to get into
he'll
Pep
outsmart
Guardiola.
it. He's too
Oh no,
good.
you actually complimented him.
Who? No, he's trash. No.
We don't have time for Pep right now.
No, we can make one more room.
Thanks for listening, guys. If you're watching this, thanks for watching. First video pod, hopefully not the last. Follow us, subscribe, like, comment, whatever you want to do.
I've
Yeah.
had the goat in my room ever since, and so not that relates to anything.
See y'all in a bit.
Yeah.